big dream, spark the fire within. Building business brick by brick to win. Every setback, every climb, shape our hustle, strength and time. Chasing growth and nothing less. This is the journey from scratch to success.
Hi everyone, welcome to From Scratch to Success, where we interview the most successful entrepreneurs about their journey. I'm your host, Jayma. Today, we have an incredible guest, Bhavinder Sanghera. He is a certified personal fashion stylist. Bhav is also a world-class content creator, and he is the face behind Instagram Bhav.xo, a platform where he inspires thousands to dress better and live better. He's worked with some of the incredible brands like Louis Vuitton, Porsche, Gentle Monster, being featured in GQ, Vogue, and Playboy magazine. Whether it's walking the red carpet or sharing impactful power fashion advice, Bhav uses fashion as a tool for self-expression, confidence, and personal growth. What I love about Bhav is that he is so inspiring, his warmth and generosity, he always has time for you. Whenever he walks into the room, you can feel his presence. I am so blessed to have you here with me today, Bhav.
Thank you so much for having me, Jayma. It's a pleasure to be here, and I always love to share my stories, so that was an amazing introduction. Thank you for that.
You are so welcome. First of all, I just want to say I love the fit.
Yeah, I had to do something colorful for you today.
Yes,
I love yellow. Yellow is the color of happiness. I think not many people wear yellow in Sydney, so I love to break it up a bit because I feel like Sydney is very monochromatic, black, white, grey.
Yes.
Those kind of colors. So I just want to bring some happiness into the world.
Well, I can certainly feel that.
Yeah.
Now, let's get started. So tell me, what started your whole journey? What inspired you, Bhav?
So as a teenager growing up, I was always the person that didn't really talk much, very quiet kid, not many friends, low confidence, social anxiety, depression, like a lot of these things. And basically, my first introduction into confidence was going to the gym. And, at this time when I was like 16, 15, I was searching how to improve my confidence, how to make friends, how to get outside my shell. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the people said on YouTube to just improve your fashion sense and go to the gym. So these two things I started to do. Mm-hmm. And at the start, I wasn't very good at dressing, but I would experiment with my style and try to get outside that comfort zone. I would start posting my outfits on social media. And eventually I found my style, but if I just stayed in that comfort zone, I would have never changed myself. I would have always been in that little shell of mine.
Wow. And what are some of the early challenges that you faced when you first started doing that?
So as a person with social anxiety, posting on social media is probably one of the worst things you can do, but it's also one of the best things you can do because the more you post, you realize social anxiety, it's actually just these thoughts in your head that aren't true. And they can prevent you from doing things. And most of the time, it's not even actually like real life. Like you can have a thought of someone saying, oh, this about you, but it's not actually true. But your brain tricks you into thinking it's true. Mm-hmm. So social media is actually a great way for someone with social anxiety to learn that. You can find people that love your fashion, love your perspective on life, love anything about you. And, I didn't really have friends in real life. So through social media, I found some people that connected with me with my passion. And it taught me how to get outside my shell because as a teenager, I would just go to high school, study, come back home, finish my homework, and then play video games, eat junk food. So I was in this constant state of, comfort all the time. And you can't grow if you're in a comfort zone. So that was my main challenge. And, the more I started posting on social media, my outfits were going viral. Then people started asking me to style them, help them with their fashion.
Yeah.
I didn't really know how to help other people yet. I only knew how to, style myself at the very beginning. So I actually went to law school. I wanted to be a lawyer my whole life.
Wow.
Yeah, but it wasn't what I thought it would be. Law school is not what I thought. I was very burnt out. I was very depressed. And after 4 years of law school, the degree is 5 years. the end of the 4th year, I finished it and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I want to see what else can I do with my life. And the only thing that came to me was fashion.
Wow.
And I thought like I should be a fashion stylist. You know, one day I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw an ad for a personal styling course at the Australian Style Institute. It's like a styling school.
Okay.
And they taught me, I thought it was like a sign from God or something. Like, this is what I should do, you know, this is what I should be. And I enrolled into the styling course and I dropped out of uni the same day. And I took the biggest risk. It was a huge risk at the time, but I'm glad it paid off now.
Wow, that's so inspiring, just so raw, like from the challenges that you sort of faced throughout high school and to overcome that. So your sort of starting point is enrolling in that school, is that right?
Yeah, so that was my main introduction. I was also modeling a little bit here and there before, but this was what I actually wanted to do. I wanted to be part of the creative process.
Yes.
I love being in front of cameras all the time, but when you put together an outfit, and maybe it's for a campaign or, you know, helping a client one-on-one, you can see their confidence, like, before and after. And it's, like, one of the best feelings in the world.
Yes.
Because, you know, fashion is so much more than just clothing. It's so much more than appearance. It's about confidence, self-expression. You know, you can feel, when you put a great outfit on that represents you, it changes the whole way you look at the world and the way you look at yourself as well. You learn so much about yourself through fashion, and that's what I learned through my years of fashion. Like, if I didn't experiment with my style, I wouldn't be here in this room right now.
Yes.
You know, if I didn't take the risk of dropping out of law school, I wouldn't be here either. So, you know, fashion taught me, fashion is my superpower, I think.
Wow, that's very powerful. So I just can't believe you actually dropped out of law school.
Yeah, some people don't know that.
Wow, okay. I want to ask you, coming from obviously Asian background, like as you can see, I'm Asian as well. Yeah. What did your family think when you say to them, okay, I'm just going to drop out of law school?
So I hid it from my family from like 6 months.
Oh.
The first 6 months I just like hid it because I wanted to make sure this is the right decision. And after 6 months, I was like, yeah, this is actually what I love to do. You know, when I'm styling clients, it doesn't feel like work. It fills me with passion. It fills me with joy. I don't get tired. I just want to keep doing it all day. I can do it all day. And the feeling I get from helping people with their confidence, with their self-esteem, you know, a lot of people in Australia, they feel like they have to hold back from dressing up because there's this culture in Sydney, culture in Australia where, you know, you can't really stand out. If you stand out, people, they bring you down. Tall poppy syndrome, and I hate it. But it's also, something that, you know, my clients struggle with a lot. So I just want to tell everyone out there, you know, you can be the one that stands out. You can be the one that dresses a bit different. Being different is not a bad thing, you know?
That's right.
And when other people try to bring you down, it's just a reflection of their insecurity. They can't do anything different. They can't, you know, take the risk, and they see you taking the risk, and they see it as an attack on themselves. So that's what I tell my clients, you know.
Wow, I feel like that is so powerful because God has made each one of us uniquely beautiful,
exactly.
Right? So I feel like, as you said, Bhav, instead of, you know, blending in, everyone should have the opportunity to stand out. Exactly. And I feel like that's what you help your clients doing.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what was sort of a crucial turning point for you, Bhav?
I think it wasn't really a turning point. It was just a slow, lead up of events, like a snowball, you know, like a snowball going down the hill. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
I think that was basically my whole journey with fashion. And, you know, it wasn't really, as someone like South Asian, as someone that's Indian, I didn't have anyone to look up to. No idols, no nothing. So, you know, me taking this risk of dropping out of law school and pursuing a journey in fashion, it's not really common. Like, most Indian people study to be a lawyer, engineer, doctor, or something, IT, or maybe something else. So, you know, me taking this risk is actually a huge risk at the time because I wasn't sure if it would work.
Yes. And,
you know, my friends in law school, they I didn't tell them either. I just dropped out. I just stepped back, and you know, if anything went wrong, I would have said I took a 1 year gap year, which is kind of common before the last year of law school. But yeah, it was just a slow lead up of things, and I think I was burnt out at the time, and fashion always helped me show who I am. It helped me express myself. You know, sometimes when words fail, fashion is something, the first thing that you can see on someone. So people would come up to me, they're asking, who am I? Because they see my style, they'll be interested, they're curious. So I'm not always the best at talking to people, like coming up to people. I'm a bit introverted. So, you know, I can use my fashion to express who I am, and they can come up to me, start talking to me. That's obviously gotten better now. I'm more confident, more extroverted a little bit. But I'm still that same introverted Bhav that, you know, sometimes it's hard for me to talk to people. It's hard for me to, like, introduce myself. You know, when I walk into these events, these red carpet things, people always come up to me now.
Yes.
So I think that's also helped me a lot. You know, if you're different, it's not a bad thing to be different. You know, some people will look down on it, and many others will get inspired. I always thought being different was a bad thing. So in high school, I would just hide who I am, and, you know, I wouldn't tell people I'm Indian, because at the time, you know, Indians, we get a lot of racism, we get a lot of backlash, a lot of jokes thrown at us. And I thought, like, you know, showing who I am, it's a bad thing. But actually being yourself, and, you know, being empowered by your culture, remembering your roots, it's actually the most powerful thing. And, you know, if you're hiding yourself, then you're not being your genuine self, you know?
That's right, yeah.
So I think, I've learned, you know, my culture, my fashion is actually my superpower.
That is really beautiful. I can certainly relate to that because, you know, growing up here in Australia, I never see anybody that looks like us or look like me on TV or film, you know. So I think it's truly powerful that you are standing up for what you believe in, and that you're showcasing the generations to come that you can be yourself through fashion to connect people together. So I would love for you to share a little bit about, like, where you come from. Like you said, you're from India. Tell me about, you know, just where you're from and just a little bit about it. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm born here in Sydney in 2000. So I'm 25 years old. But my parents are from India, from Punjab, which is North India. And my parents are Punjabi, obviously, but their religion is Sikhism. So that's our religion. And, you know, being born in Australia and having parents from India, I don't feel like I belong in Australia. I don't feel like I belong with the Indians. So I'm in this weird middle ground where it's, you know, kind of strange. Like, I feel like a bit of an outcast. I feel like I don't belong in, you know, with my own people. And I don't feel like I belong here in Australia either. So it's always been a weird thing for me. So, you know, through fashion, I've been able to find that community, other people that, you know, because most people that are in the fashion industry in Australia are actually very different to other, you know, creative people that I've seen. So, like, musicians, because I feel like most people in the fashion industry are not male. So that I've also found a bit hard to connect with other male fashion creatives because they're mostly women. But I have a lot of great women friends, but I just wish there was more males in fashion as well.
Yes.
Obviously, not many Indians are in fashion, like I said before. So yeah, it's been hard for me to connect with other people, I think. It's gotten much better lately. I feel like more people are realizing, you know, it's okay to, you know, pursue a woman's career. I don't like saying it, but that's what people perceive it to be, you know?
Yeah.
Australia, it's more about corporate jobs, you know, so that type of thing. But yeah, I think my culture, it's taught me a lot of values. It's taught me a lot of things about, you know, what's right, what's not right. And my dad and my mum have really helped me become the person I am today. I wouldn't be who I am today without them. And my dad passed away 2 years, unfortunately, in 2023 through cancer. So that's also one of the things that really impacted me, but also taught me, you know, you have to be grateful for every day you're living in life because you're not sure, like, maybe tomorrow you might pass away. So, you know, every day I'm praying, every day I'm grateful for being in the position I am today. You know, before I came here, I prayed that, you know, I'm grateful to come on podcasts like this and to share my story because I've always wanted to help people that were in my position, like how I was in high school, a very depressed, anxious kid who thought, you know, why am I here? That kind of thing. So if I can help someone that's maybe someone that's a bit lost in life, then that's what I love to do. That's my purpose, I think, in life, you know, help people with their confidence, their self-esteem, and make sure they know that, you know, tomorrow there can be a better day.
Wow. There's I love how raw you are, that you're sharing, your honest truth, and it's so beautiful. I'm so sorry about your father. But sounds like both of your parents has been such an inspiration for you
Huge
in your
inspiration,
journey. I've been practicing. Sat Shri Akal.
Amazing, you got it.
Yes. Hosona, Kihala.
Perfect.
Impressed,
Even
Bhav?
the delivery is right.
Yeah, well, thank you. I want to ask you, what was your first successful milestone, and how did that feel like?
I think my first successful milestone was just, getting to 10,000 followers. Because then I realized, what I'm actually doing is working. And it actually resonates with people. And it's making an impact. And, that was the first milestone where I was just like, wow, this is different. Because when I first started Instagram in 2017, I didn't start it to be an influencer or anything. I just started it to share my fashion journey. Because at the start, I wanted to see, how can I, what can I make the improvements in my style? When you take photos of your outfit, you realize if something's wrong, if a color is not working with another color, if an accessory is not working. That's something I tell my clients all the time. Just keep an outfit diary. Every day, take a photo of your outfit, and then you'll realize, does this suit who I am as a person? Does it look nice? Is everything working together? It's one of the best ways to improve your style, actually. And you can have an actual diary where you can look back at your style. So in 6 months' time, you'll be like, wow, look how much my style has evolved. So I started Instagram basically as a style diary, and now it's become into what it is now. But that was my first milestone, and it just made me really proud. This is actually something that's really great. It's working.
And you mentioned 10,000 followers. Can I just ask you how many followers you have now?
So now I'm over 110,000, and I don't try to get too wrapped up in numbers all the time, because I think the most important thing is the impact on people.
Yes.
And I try to make content that really inspires people, tells them that it's okay to be different, and there's nothing wrong with dressing up in Sydney.
Yes.
And in Australia in general. So that's the main thing. But I'm very grateful for all of my followers today and all the opportunities I get every single day. Some emails I receive, I'm just like, wow, this is amazing, from people's stories, how I've impacted them on other sides of the world, places I would never even think of going to. And and they've told me this impact. And it's just amazing. And that's what content is. Content can reach an unlimited amount of people.
That's right.
As a stylist, I work one-on-one with clients.
Yes.
And even though I can see the impact on them in the moment, I can see the before and after of their confidence, their self-esteem. But with content, I can impact so many people. And I love that. I love how social media has given us this tool to really help people. And, most people on social media, they just use it for a quick dopamine fix, just scrolling through. But I think that, if anyone can become someone, anyone can build their personal brand. Anyone can really push themselves to talk about what they like. Maybe you don't like fashion, maybe you like cooking, maybe you like movies. But I think building a personal brand is one of the biggest opportunities in the world today. So I really always encourage my followers, if you push yourself and really post about something about every day, it can really improve your opportunities in life. Because I've gotten so many opportunities that I never would even thought of.
Yes,
And it's just amazing, and I'm really grateful for it.
Wow. So what strategies would you say that they can do to sort of scale up that platform?
Strategies. The main thing is consistency. Consistency is one of the hardest things for people, I feel like. But everyone's doing something each day. And I think if you buy a microphone, you can just talk about your journey every day. Maybe a day in the life, a POV. That's what I often do. I just take videos of my daily life, or what I'm doing, the dinner I'm going to, the events I'm going to, maybe a client I'm styling. And just post things about your everyday and talk about it. Talk about what you did. Most of my popular videos, I'll just be talking to the camera.
Yes.
And I made these videos where I'm just walking to somewhere, to an event or wherever I'm going, and I just have my microphone attached to my jacket and was talking to the camera. People love this type of thing because it's just genuine, it's just real. And I think too many things are fake now on social media. There's a lot of people just trying too hard to show something they're not. And I think people can see, like, this is not you, you know? So I think the most important thing is consistency and authenticity. So make sure whatever you're posting, it's real, it's like, you know, it's your life and things that will interest people. And yeah, that's what I think.
Great. Always being yourself.
Yeah,
Yes.
always be yourself. And, you know, being yourself is not a bad thing. Just, you know, don't think it's bad to be different. And I think in Australia, we really try to hide who we are. And we try to hide that from the world because we might be afraid of what people say.
Yeah.
But, you know, if someone says something bad about you, it's just a reflection of them. So don't take it too hard on yourself. And, you know, most people will be drawn to you. But as humans, we have a negativity bias. So, you know, if you get mostly good compliments and then you get one criticism about you in the day, and at nighttime you're just looking back, you're like, oh, that person said this and that. But actually, if you think about it, everyone was saying good things about you, or just one person that said bad thing.
Yeah.
And that's a human thing, just the negativity, just to, you know, latch onto that one negative comment and let it ruin your day. And that's what I see a lot in content creators. So they see just one bad comment, but every other comment was like really supportive. So just think about all of the impact you had, and you know you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people that say bad things about you.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen because on social media, like anyone can comment. You know, anyone can make a fake account. But you're actually putting yourself out there. You're posting things. You know, whatever you're doing, you're making a difference. So people are gonna see that and try to attack you, try to bring you down to stop you. So just see it as like they're just trying to stop me, and that's it.
Yeah, I think people often bring others down because they can't do it, you know?
Yeah.
What are some of the lessons that you had to learn the hard way, Bhav?
Some lessons. It's a good question.
I always ask you questions.
Exactly.
And I just want to add to this is like at this podcast, everything is about a journey. So that's what sort of really inspired me to start this podcast as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think some lessons is that, you know, actually just recently I had some racism attacks on me just on Tuesday. So I was at the Superman premiere and I had some people talking about my outfit and, you know, saying things about me being Indian. And yeah, it took a really big toll on me. And luckily, Daily Mail, they supported me in this and they wrote a great article on me. And I really thank Daily Mail. Shout out to Daily Mail for that.
Yeah.
But, you know, even still today, like racism and, you know, negative comments, it does affect me. So this has always been one of my biggest challenges ever since I was a kid. I've always been treated differently just for being Indian. And just on Saturday, just a few days ago, 3 days ago, I hosted an event at a club. It was the launch party of my friend Chantel. She owns a brand called Ishani Beauty, and she's Indian. And some of the ingredients are very inspired by India. So I really wanted to host an event where it's Indian excellence, South Asian excellence.
Yeah.
And it was a great success, luckily. So yeah, it was just a great event. And yeah, on Tuesday I had that thing happen with the racism. And I've always been proud of who I am as an Indian. And I've always shared on my stories, on my posts, like, I'm proud to be who I am, an Indian. But it still does affect me. And I love to be vulnerable on my social media. I love to say what's happening. I like to show my bad and the good. So I think Instagram, it's always a highlight reel. I think it's too much perfection all the time. And I think that's not real life. I think it's good to show sometimes what you're dealing with. Because as a male, I think most men try to hide if they're going through something bad. And that's why things like depression and, you know, suicide is so high with young men.
Yes.
Because they feel like they don't have anywhere to talk to.
Yeah.
They don't have anywhere to go. And it's very sad. So I do try to show, you know, I'm dealing with this today, and the next day I have a red carpet.
Yes. Yeah.
So things like this, because,
Yeah.
you know, it's normal. Mental health is the thing that everyone deals with.
That's right.
So that's one of my main challenges, I believe. And I think that even in my situation now, like, people will try to bring me down and, you know, I can do my best to deal with it, but I want to inspire other people. Like, maybe there's a 15-year-old kid out there, Indian kid, who is being bullied for being Indian, and he sees my story and he's like, wow, you know, maybe it's not so bad to hide who I am. Maybe I can use it as my power instead. And that's what I want to do. And whenever I get frustrated at people or, angry, why is this person being racist at me? I just think about my impact on people. And, people have sent me messages saying, we're so like proud of you, you're doing this and that. I haven't seen anyone like you before. I haven't seen anyone that looks like you. Just amazing messages from people. And it's really reinforces that I'm, doing something different. And when you're doing something different, of course people will hate. Of course.
Of course.
Because they haven't seen it before. So they don't want you to be in that position. So they want to bring you down. Like I said before, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you're totally right. Sharing the positive, but just also like the negative things that you go through. It's going to be so relatable to a lot of people, because you're right, on social media most of the time you see just glam, and you see all these people like smiling and happy, the red carpets, but as you shared, there are times where you are struggling, but you push it through. Going a little bit deeper on that, what sort of keeps you going, love?
What keeps me going is, one of my main things is my dad. So I think my dad is one of my main inspirations in life, because he worked so hard every day to provide for his family. He sacrificed a lot. He would wake up at 2 a.m. just to go to work to make sure we have food on the table. He never complained. He always, got up and did what he had to do. So he was very much stoic. He was just very hardworking. He was very generous all the time. He would look after other people before himself. He was a selfless person.
Wow.
So my dad, I know he's looking down on me now. So everything I do in my life is to make him proud. And, a few weeks ago, I actually got a dream with him, and it didn't feel like a dream. And basically, he came in the dream, and he said, Bhav, you're doing very well. He was speaking Punjabi, but I'll just translate in English. So he said, I'm doing very well, but, the alcohol and all these events it's bringing you a bit down. And, as an influencer, I thought like, I always had to say yes to the drinks at these events. The butler comes with the drinks with the tray, and, it's hard to say no. So I would always say yes, and every day, I realized I'm drinking like alcohol every day. It's not good for me. So I was already getting these signs to stop, and then my dad came to me in this dream, and I was like, wow, this is a sign from God. I have to take it seriously.
Yes.
And the next day I stopped alcohol, and now I'm 27 days free of alcohol, and I feel much better. I feel much more myself. I feel more clarity. Business is doing better than ever. And I'm still like hosting events, hosting parties, and going to these influencer events with this alcohol, but I'm just saying no all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel much better now. So my dad has always guided me, whether it's through dreams or, through thoughts, whatever it may be. And I'm really grateful for that. Really grateful for God, helping me realize what's good and what's not good to do. Because, after he passed away, kind of spiraled a bit, and, it was very hard for me to grapple that, he's gone. So I was I was at rock bottom for a few months after he passed away. But luckily, through the power of God and through everything else, through just belief in myself, I came out of that, and I'm much better now.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. I feel like, I just feel something in my heart. I'm just kind of speechless, but that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that dream. And, Bhav, I think every time I speak to you now, I'm going to be like, how many days now have you not been drinking, so that's what I'll be, I'll be always following up with you. I want to sort of ask you, what does success mean to you?
I think most people think success as, buying a luxury car or buying designer clothes or just money. And I don't think success is money. I think success is when you can make an impact on people. It's when people come up to you and say, Bhav, the way you dress changes every day how I dress myself. I really look forward to that moment in the day where I can pick my outfit. It's success is when I can help other people. Like my friend Chantel, I hosted the party for her launch party for her skincare brand, and she was very happy with everything, how it went. That is success to me, helping other people, making impact on people. You know, we have a limited amount of time on this world. So you have to see it as every day you should be making an impact on people. You should be striving for your purpose in life. If you always try to seek material goods, that's not happiness. Because you're going to always want more material goods. You want more things. You want the next shoes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's not success. And I think most young people think that it's success. And a lot of these influencers are always boasting, like, always showing off, you know, I got this car when they're 20 years old. Like, okay, it doesn't matter. Like, what impact are you making? Are you making a good impact on people? Are you helping people? That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows?
No, I think you're exactly right. I think that's very powerful, and for you to actually say that, so that the viewers that's watching can hear the truth, right? Because as you said, we are here on the earth not for a very long time.
Exactly.
So why not use our time wisely to help others?
Yeah.
I am going to go through a power round with you.
Yeah.
So these are quick answers and just whatever first come to your mind. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay. A business book or podcast that's changed your thinking?
I think that Jay Shetty is always great to watch. I love Jay Shetty. So I think that the way he talks, the way he thinks about things, you know, him being Indian as well, it's really helped me because I don't really see many Indians in this kind of self-improvement space. So it is good to see his views on things, and you know, a lot of things I just love to hear from him. And he always has the greatest guests on his podcast as well. And yeah, there's so many gold nuggets in each video with him.
Yes.
And yeah, I love it.
Shout out to Jay Shetty, because I actually love Jay Shetty as well. I actually read all his books.
Amazing, amazing.
When he was
Think Like a
actually
Monk,
Think Like a Monk. You know, 8 Rules About Love. When he was in Sydney, I actually went and saw him as well. Yeah,
He's an amazing person. I think
is. Yeah,
he's making a big impact on people. So
definitely,
that's one of the people I do inspire to be like. You know.
Yeah.
And he's. You know, he's always smiling as well. It's just positive energy.
Yes.
I think this is good. Yeah.
Best advice you've ever received?
Best advice I ever received is, you know, just always think of life as ups and downs, you know, like a roller coaster. It's not going to be, it's not going to always be great every day. But as long as you're working to be the best version of yourself, as long as you're going to the gym each day, as long as you're praying every day, that is striving to be your best self, you know. And, you know, things are always going to bring you down. Like, thoughts will come to your brain, whatever it may be, that you're not good enough, you have self-doubt. But, you know, you have to get through these. You have to persevere through these things, because if you're constantly trying to be the best version of yourself, you're constantly striving for your goals every day, you will get to your goal. You know, manifestation is real. Law of attraction is real. If you just constantly keep working towards your goals every single day of your life, you'll get them. And I think my life is just an example of that. So, you know, coming from rock bottom and, you know, coming from these situations where someone like me shouldn't strive or shouldn't persevere, and I've come this far now. I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm very close. So I think that is one of the best pieces of advice I've ever received.
Beautiful. If you lost everything, what would you do?
If I lost everything and I still had my same knowledge on things, I think that I would start social media again, for sure. I think social media is one of the best things in today's day and age. Making videos. I would just make videos on styling, on my fashion. And I think my social media account will like go up very quickly, because I already know the algorithm on Instagram, TikTok, things like that. So I think that's what I would mainly do. And if I had to start again from complete zero, I'm guessing that my wardrobe starts from complete zero as well. So I'd have to buy a lot of things again. So I would have to hustle a bit to make some money, and then buy the clothes, and then make the content.
Yes, and I will come shopping with you.
Yes,
if that's
of course.
all right. I'm definitely coming. Yes. All right. What is one thing you wish you've done differently?
One thing I wish I'd done differently. You know, I think everything in life happens for a reason. And I think nothing in life is a coincidence. So I wouldn't really do anything differently, because I think, you know, God has a plan, and everything He's written has happened for the exact way it should happen. So I think I wouldn't change anything. That makes sense. Yeah.
Beautiful, yes. As you said, totally agree. God has a plan for all of us. And yeah, it's beautiful. So, what is next for you, Bhav?
What's next for me is I'm moving to Dubai. I just booked my flight just a few days ago.
What?
one way flight. So
One way?
one way, yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm moving in December, so December 2nd is my flight. And, Dubai is, I think, a city where people just go to really become the best version of themselves. It's a city where people are striving every day to build their business, to build their name. Fashion there is booming right now. It's the only place in the world right now where there's a luxury, and there's an upturn in the luxury fashion scene. Everywhere else in the world, there's a downturn in the luxury fashion. So I think I'm going to go there, and I'm really going to strive to build myself as an influencer, but mainly I do want to build my styling clients up there, my styling clientele, and meet some new people, have a new environment. I've lived in Sydney my whole life, lived in Australia my whole life, and while Australia is great for many things, I think fashion is not one of them. Australia is a safe country. It's a beautiful place to live. Every day every time I'm in Sydney Harbour or wherever, I'm just looking around like this is such a beautiful city. But for fashion or for anything creative, I think it's just not the place to be, honestly. It's a good place to settle down when you have kids or, maybe you're retiring. It's a beautiful place. But for me right now, it doesn't align with my goals. And that's the main reason I'm leaving to Dubai.
Okay. Well, I wish you all the best. I'm sure you're going to do so well over there. And I will sure to come and visit as well one
please,
day.
come through.
So how does viewers get contact with you?
So you can contact me on Instagram at bhav.xo, bhav.xo. I also have my email linked in my Instagram as well. You can email me directly. If you have any questions, if you ever want to talk about, something you're going through, something that's affecting you, I'm always available. So you can either email me or DM me on Instagram. I love to talk to people about things like this to make sure that they feel not alone. And if you want to book a styling session, you can also just DM me on Instagram and I'll reach out to you ASAP. And that's how mainly you can contact me. And yeah, I hope I inspired you a little bit through this talk.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for your time today. I absolutely enjoy our conversation, Bhav,
was great.
and I'm sure we will stay in contact. I think one of the things that you said really hit me is that obviously growing up here, as I said, not many people looks like us on film
Yes.
and on TV or in the
Yes.
fashion industry, and to truly, I feel like to truly sort of met you to have someone that also understands that struggle.
Yeah.
So honestly, thank you for your time, and I just wish you all the best, and I'm sure I'm gonna see you again very soon.
Thank you so much, Jamal, for having me. And thank you
Yes.
for Oz Arab Media for having me as well. It's a beautiful day so far.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching another episode for From Scratch to Success. I hope you're inspired. I truly am inspired. Make sure you follow, subscribe, and share so that more people can connect it through the journeys of successful entrepreneurs. My name is Jaima, your host, and I'll see you again next time. God bless you. Take care.